Yeah, good afternoon, Tumelo. Apologies if you're not able to hear me. It sounds obviously a bit muffled while wearing this mask, but it is necessary at this point. That's because the students behind me were repatriated from Wuhan in China and are now back here at the Ranch Hotel in Limpopo, and they'll be leaving tomorrow after they tested negative for COVID-19 and their 14 days in quarantine came to an end. They were addressed earlier on by President Cyril Ramaphosa. They also spoke to him about what it's been like here at the ranch and also what the experience was like in Wuhan in China. I'll try to speak to a couple of them. It'll be a bit tricky because we have to maintain some sort of distance and of course journalists haven't been tested yet and we don't know what our status is. But I'll begin with you, sir. Just tell me what your name is and tell me a little bit about what your experience was like under lockdown for 51 days in Wuhan.
My name is Tulo. I'm from the Free State, Kronstadt. Being in Wuhan, I must say the experience was quite scary. Being away from family, being out there, as a student with friends and stuff, not being able to move around, being in our room, lack of access to things like food and stuff. So it was like pretty bad. At some point we were even hopeless. We never thought we'd make it home, but we just want to show our gratitude and be thankful to the South African government for repatriating us and reuniting us with our family.
So you're saying that you were stuck in a room for those 51 days. Can you tell me about what it was like eating? How did you manage to ration your meals?
Our school where we were at, since we were all in different locations, our school was trying its level best to try and get a hold of certain things for us. But as for ourselves, we used to being independent, used to moving around and getting the necessities. It was so difficult since our diet was even like limited. We'd eat the same thing over and over again. I can't count how many times I had to eat eggs over that period of time.
I suppose it's a bit different being at the ranch now. What was your experience over here?
Honestly, I was overwhelmed. I didn't even expect I didn't expect this place to be as good as it was. Like I say, I just want to say thank you to the government and tell my family I'm coming home as soon as tomorrow. So I'm glad we are at this point. And I just want to urge South Africans, this is not a joke, this is real. Let's take it serious and try to abide by the rules of this whole lockdown.
Of course, thank you so much. I'll let you go for now and ask one of these young ladies to come a bit closer. Of course, keep your distance as well. And the president did say that these students would be the best campaigners for telling South Africans to remain indoors during the lockdown. But before we get there, what was your experience like as a woman being in lockdown for 51 days in Wuhan?
It was absolutely difficult. I mean, just basic essential services such as getting food or, just electricity or anything like that. It was just really difficult. I mean, we had to use online services to get food, and it was quite difficult because, Mandarin is not our language that we speak. So things were done basically Google translating or just asking someone to assist us just to get food. Yeah.
And you've been here at this ranch hotel for 14 days now, but it followed 51 days in quarantine, and you're heading into 19 more days of being under lockdown. The facilities here were quite nice. It may not be as comfortable at home, but what's your message to other South Africans who are maybe not taking this lockdown as seriously?
Everyone, you need to take it seriously. Sanitize, use a mask, use your gloves. Ensure that you have social distancing implemented daily. I mean, the virus doesn't discriminate. It can reach anyone. So just ensure that you maintain those precautions every single day.
Thank you so much. I'll leave it there for now. And you'd notice behind her, the members of the military, the SANDF, are here to ask the students to leave. That's because they don't want too many people in the same place at the same time, obviously enforcing social distancing measures. But just the other way, the president is currently meeting with the staff of the Ranch Hotel. That will continue for a while, and then he'll wrap up here. These students are really excited to go to their homes. That'll happen tomorrow morning. But of course, we'll get an update from the National Command Council on the extent of the new infections in South Africa, probably today, perhaps tomorrow. For now, Tumelo, it's back to you. I have to say I have to take this mask off because it's difficult to breathe wearing this and talk at the same time. Hope you'll understand. But for now, it's back to you.
All right, thank you so much, Govan.